Christ in the Jordan River. And yet there he is in prison, still wondering, is this the great I am? Is this? I think I'll go check him out. Go ask him. Go ask him. Straight up, answer this very direct question. Essentially getting at this idea of, are you the great I am? And Jesus knows us very well. We want the scratch test, the sniff test, the sound test, the physical test. We want it. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Are you the I am? And Jesus simply says, go tell him what you have seen and what you have heard. There is no trickery here. There is no sleight of hand here. No, I am the great I am. Well, he didn't say that in our gospel text. Later on, oh yes, he does say this in our John text. In fact, he says it many times. But I love the way it leads the way in our story today as we focus on this great Advent again that comes from Moses. You know the story. You know the backstory, if you will. That Joseph, sold by his brothers, finally makes his way to Egypt and then becomes, through the process we all know, becomes second in command. There is a famine in the land, but Egypt, because of Joseph, has prepared for this. And his brothers and Jacob need grain. They come to Egypt to find and buy grain. And the story begins, and they're reconciled. And then they continue because of God's grace through the king to grow. And Israel becomes large and large and large and large and large until finally, after generation upon generation, a new king, a new leadership says, these people are a threat to me. Let's put them in slavery. And then they grow and grow and are held in captivity and bondage, and it is painful, and they cry out, God, save us. And then enters Charlton Heston as Moses. Could there not have been any better actor than Charlton Heston to play that part? No, Moses comes, and he has indeed his Advent moment. The burning bush, and we all know the story. Moses, Moses, take off your sandals, for where you are standing is holy ground. That simply is to say that where Christ comes, where Christ is present, his presence makes things holy. So we see then that Moses had his Advent experience. He finds out who is the great I am, as Doug read. I like Del Meyer's word on this. Just like God sent Moses to the deliverance of his people, God sends his son Jesus to us for another deliverance that you and I so desperately need. You see, God heard his people's cry, and he said, I will deliver. And today he hears our cry, and he is in and always has been in the deliverance business. Dr. Meyer says, the triune God